Looky what we have here. Yo, what's up everybody? We're back in the garage here at Brzezicki Brothers Performance. And we got a bolt-in cage for the Coyote Swap Fox. It's from Maxim Motorsports. Came in pretty quick and we're about to get to installing it and what we need to do to get it in and out and back in and all that kind of stuff. So let's take a look. We still got the Coyote Swap Fox. I might actually get it on the road here soon, but in the meantime, look at this fabulous piece. This is a Maxim Motorsports bolt-in cage. LMR had one in stock, and I had it probably in less than a week. I'm sure there's a wait if there wasn't one in stock. So this is the Maxim Motorsports bolt-in cage for a hatchback Mustang. I think it's a 6-point, pretty basic setup. We got it with the swing out door bars. We have the pins. You see all the hardware and the pins, all the plates, the rear bars that will explain what we got to do and everything. So still looking sexy with the Gen 1 Coyote Swap and the 87 foxbody. And eventually want to do some body mods in the future. But the first thing we are going to get to is we got to remove the seats. We got to remove the quarter panels. Carpet could probably stay in there. We'll just have to probably slice it so it'll fit around the cage and everything. So we got to unbolt these seats out of here and start putting this in. Now you'll probably need 2 people to do this, how they say to get this in the cage. I mean, not get it in the cage, but get the cage in the car. So they give you some instructions. These are the instructions on how to install the cage, and it goes through some steps and how to wiggle the cage in the car. So we're going to get to that here in a few moments, and it's a rarity. We got some stickers. Probably throw this on the cage. And then they gave me 2 little stickers too, so not a big sticker person, but you know what? I figured I'd wrap them. Maxim Motorsports. Basically, their whole catalog is pretty much on this car, and we're adding to it with this bolt-in cage. So the whole suspension is pretty much Maxim Motorsports. You name it, it has it. Coilovers, K-member, torque arm, panhard bar, brake lines. And soon, the cage. So, whenever we get the middle hoop bar in, they give you this plastic piece right here. It's like PVC tube, or if they don't have it with it, you could get some PVC tube or something. So it's a pretty cool contraption, you know. Put that in, and basically you could mark the plastics where the cage is going to go through. The quarter plastics that we got to take out, we got to mark them and cut them because they're the cage is going to go through them. So you could either use this or there's some descriptions on the internet of how to do it. Basically, you know, you got to slice the plastic and have a circle drilled out in it. So we'll mark that, mark the quarter panels, quarter plastics in here, mark them down. We'll have to drill a hole through basically almost right below this speaker. You'll get to see how it turns out. And then you got to take the rear pieces. They do it for shipping. So if this is for the passenger side, it's got the P on it. So these will slide on. And then you can see there's a bolt hole. So we slide this on. We get the holes drilled for the wheel wells, the tubs. We'll bolt this on through this hole. We'll put the bolt that they give you through it with the hardware, bolt it together. See if it will stay there. So that will get bolted on like that. Do the other side the same way. Bolt it all into the car. Get all the holes drilled, bolt it all up. And then after we get it all bolted up, it's recommended that you weld this to the rear braces that go to the mini tubs. You weld them on all right here, welded around just like everything else is all welded. And then they say you could take the bolt bag out and weld this up, plug weld it, or I'm sure you could probably leave the bolt in there. It looks like a pretty straightforward install. And we'll take that off till we get it in the car. So if you can't weld, you'll have to get somebody to weld. I mean, I'm sure you could get away with leaving it bolt in, but I definitely wouldn't recommend that. It would probably break. Then they say you take everything apart and take the cage out of the car and weld this tube up over here. I showed you it was on there. Or if it's a straight race car, I mean, I'm sure you can get away with leaving it in the car and welding it up and covering some stuff up. But we're gonna install it. You have to install it. Install it in the car, then take it back out, and then reinstall it back in the car. And then that's where it will stay. Now, you know, like I said, if it's a race car, you could either leave this raw. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna paint it probably white, possibly the same color as the engine bay. You kind of see a little flake in it. We'll probably try and either paint it or we'll go and get it powder coated. Or if you paint it and don't turn out right, you can still go get it powder coated. So this is the Maxim Motorsports bolt-in cage, 6-point bolt-in cage for a 87 to 93 hatchback Mustang that we're about to install here. So with that being said, keep hitting them like, share, and subscribe buttons. Keep tuning in, and we'll catch you on that next one. Peace.